We're now moving on to our second presenter, Shaimaa Nabil Hassanein.
Yes, I'm here.
أهلا وسهلا.
أهلا بيكي Georgia. How are you?
Good, thank you. كيف حالك?
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
I'll just introduce you. So
yes,
now, Shaimaa holds a master's in teaching Arabic as a foreign language from the American University in Cairo, and she's currently pursuing her PhD in educational leadership. And she's very much interested in integrating technology in language teaching and in second language acquisition.
Okay.
The platform is for you.
Okay, thank you. So hello everyone, greetings from Cairo, Egypt. My presentation today will be talking about storytelling and digitalization in language curriculum. Let me start with, can you see the presentation?
Yes, we can see it.
Perfect. Okay, today I'll be talking, as I said, about storytelling. Although this pandemic has enormous negative effects on the world, it has offered an indispensable opportunity. It enforced almost all of us to move with the technological revolutionary flow. We were reluctant to follow and had been slower than our students to adapt with, and were way behind the needs of the present era. So what is our overarching goal from this change and from integrating technology in our classrooms? We need to accommodate educational and developmental plans and satisfy the students' needs. As Dr. Laila Familiar said in her keynote, we need to know our students' needs and the present era's needs to accommodate with it and to satisfy our students. So we have to train ourselves, leverage our awareness of adaptation means to the new era's needs, redefine the classrooms and the online setup so we can enhance faculty's data and digital skills. It's very important to enhance our digital skills and data skills, and this helps us a lot in assessing our students' needs, their learning styles, and accommodate that. And we have to actively integrate technology in our classrooms in a pedagogically sound way, as it improves the educational and the learning experience of students. So language classrooms format need to be aligned with other disciplines, because we see a lot that there are different disciplines that integrate technology in their classrooms, but in Arabic teaching, it's not heavily used. Technology is not heavily used. So storytelling is considered one of the multimedia tools that can support teaching, support learning, as well as students' motivations. According to Al-Ismaili, it is effective instruction tool for teachers and also for students. It has powerful collaboration tool. It's considered a powerful collaboration tool. It bridges between existing knowledge and new material, and it make content more comprehensible. It also creates helps students create their own digital stories, and from that we may get a good idea about the learning needs of the students. Organize and express ideas and knowledge in an individual and meaningful way using the target language, and they also develop communication skills as well as foster collaboration by working in groups. So Ismaili in the research mentioned 7 elements of digital storytelling: the point of view, a dramatic question, emotional content, the gift of your voice, the power of soundtrack, and economy and pacing. So let me get you through the first drill. I use a tool called Beyond with my students. Let me show you the first video. This video I share with my students at the beginning. It's without voice. It just has some sentences, some questions, and I leave the students for their imagination to complete أكمل الفراغات. Okay. استخرج اسم فاعل. I use it for grammar as well. And this is shared with the students while they're at home, not in the class. And we can use it also for cultural components. And at last here, I asked them to أكمل القصة, and they make it with their own words. وأضف نهاية سعيدة. Okay. And that this tool drives engagement of the learner. Instead of just going through a series of PowerPoints with lots of content in it, we were able to tell a story and make the learner participate in that story, tell it from their own perspective, choose their own words and path and answers using the target language. Definitely not all words they know, but they dig and they search for it. Through the video, students can relate to the culture and emphasize on it. They can also compare between their culture and the Arabs' culture, and they can trigger the errors very fast or pick the errors very fast, and they can share it with their colleagues and make some peer reviews.
Shaimaa, sorry to interrupt. I think that your PowerPoint has frozen. We didn't hear any sound clips, and you've been on the same slide for a short time.
Yeah.
Oops, you didn't see the video?
We can only see page 4.
Oops. Oh, I'm really sorry for that. Okay, I should stop sharing and share again?
Yeah, you can try that.
I was commenting and okay. So I share again.
That's fine.
Okay. I just share the screen, right? Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes, we can see.
Hopefully I can.
Sorry, Giorgia, go ahead.
Okay. So can you see that? I'll try to get the video. Oh.
Yeah, we see slide 4.
So can you see the video now?
Yes.
Can you see it? Okay, perfect. So this was the video I was talking about. I was commenting on that video. It's without any voice. But here I asked the students to complete في يوم من الأيام وبينما أكمل الفراغات. I just want to move it fast. أكمل الفراغات واستخرج اسم فاعل. وقال الرجل للأب أين أكمل القصة. And I leave them for their imagination. فأسرع الابن أكمل القصة. وأعطى أكمل الفراغات واستخرج مضاف إليه. أكمل القصة واذكر إلى ماذا تشير العبارة المكتوبة باللون الأحمر رهن إشارتك. So here I'm talking about a culture, or I'm referring to a culture component. And then the students will continue. Okay? Please. So as I was saying, that it drives engagement of the learner instead of just putting the content in PowerPoint, and we were able to let them participate, and we were able to let other students comment peer engagement. And then afterwards, I share with them this one.
There's no sound.
Yeah.
No sound?
No, I think it's just too low.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So, can you hear it now?
No, there's still no sound.
No?
No sound.
No. It's just too low to be able.
Is there anything that I can do?
Are you sharing the south through Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just, you sent me the file as well, right? Let me see if I can try to get that to work my end, and if you try your end as well.
Yeah, we have a few suggestions. When you share your screen, check the sound box on the bottom.
What did you say? Sorry, I didn't get you.
Yeah, one suggestion, when you share your screen, check the sound box at the bottom.
Checkbox at the bottom. Okay. So I can stop sharing and then share computer. Oh, okay, thank you. Share. Okay.
أنت ومالك لأبيك في يوم من الأيام
Can you hear it now?
Yes.
بينما الأب والأم جالسون في صالة منزلهم يشاهدون التلفاز طرق أحدهم باب البيت وفتح الأب للطارق وقال الرجل: أين المال الذي تدين لي به؟ متى ستدفع الدين الذي عليك؟ سمع الابن الحديث كله وعلم أن والده مديون، فأسرع الابن لدولاب ملابسه وأخرج منه كل ما يملك من مال وأعطى نصف المبلغ للرجل صاحب الدين، وقال له أنه سيحضر له باقي المبلغ في أقرب فرصة. وبعد أن رحل الرجل قال الأب لابنه: لماذا دفعت المال الذي ادخرته يا بني؟ كنت أنا سأدفع له عندما يتوفر عندي المبلغ. قال الابن لوالده: أنا وكل ما أملك رهن إشارتك يا أبي الغالي. وفي اليوم التالي ذهب الابن لعمله، وهناك قال له زملاء العمل أنه حصل على منصب أعلى ومرتب أكبر، وأن من رشحه لهذا العمل مديره وجميع زملائه الذين يحبونه. وعندما استلم الابن عمله الجديد عرف صاحب الشركة أن الشاب يسدد دين أبيه، فقال له صاحب الشركة أنه سيقوم بدفع المال الذي يدين به أبوه للرجل. فرح الابن كثيرا، ولما عاد لمنزله أخبر والده الذي فرح بهذا الخبر كثيرا.
So as I was telling you, this story was very effective with the students, and they participated and they corrected their errors, and it was very engaging. The second drill I'll talk about very quickly, because I guess we're running out of time, is Nearpod. Nearpod is very effective. It's like Flipgrid. You can pause the video at certain points and ask the students to answer questions. I'll give you a quick example about one I've done.
مصر العربية من القاهرة تقدم كلمتين وبس.
سيد أفندي لاحظ إن الكلمة الحلوة قربت تختفي من المجتمع ومن حياة الناس. قال لعبده أفندي الحكاية دي. عبده قال له: قصدك إيه بالكلمة الحلوة يا سيد؟ سيد قال له: قصدي كلمة الحب، كلمة التشجيع، كلمة الصدق، كلمة التسامح.
And here we post the video and the students can answer. They either can answer it live, يعني the teacher controls it, or I give them the video and they make it on their own pace. I can also use the whiteboard and comment on anything that I want to comment on while we're using it live. Okay, let me get you back to the... And at last, the new normal, as Dr. Mimi was saying about augmented, virtual, and mixed reality. And I consider this one of the students and teachers agency that Dr. Laila Familiar mentioned earlier today, that we are using new features, augmented reality, that like Pokemon, you know, I'm making the real setup, but I'm putting something augmented, something that it's not there, and making some exercises and drills in online. Virtual reality, that something is not there, but we have to use the glasses, and the mixed reality between this and that. And there are a lot of tools and applications nowadays that I'm trying to make some of my lessons on. And it's very useful because you know that younger students have largely been raised on tech for the past 20 years and tend to accept and adopt and adapt easily. And there is a gap between us and them in the comfort while using EdTech. Microsoft made a very good mixed reality platform, and it's out there. Also the networking platforms is very, very useful, and it's very engaging. These platforms make me, the teacher, as an avatar, and each student has his own avatar. And we can comment on it by typing, by audio. We can go for a certain group of people and our videos just pop up and we can start talking to each other. And this is very engaging because students can see each other and engage online, but in a virtual context. So the digital storytelling is a very effective tool. We can use these platforms, we can use other platforms, we can search for other things to integrate. It's very effective in enlightening new generations of students and educators. It's very effective in developing academic skills and motivation. It incorporates higher order thinking skills into projects. It fuels students' imagination, and this is very important in language. And this encourages them to use the language and search and reach proficiency, and enables teachers to increase understanding of new material. According to University of I don't know how to say it, Watersand, it is believed that the following skills are very essential to succeed in the new era and for the future careers: cognitive flexibility, digital literacy and computational thinking, judgment and decision-making, emotional and social intelligence, creative, innovative, and interdisciplinary mindset. Some people see that these skills are not important for language teachers and language students, but it is very important that we upskill ourselves with these skills to be able to give our students what they need for the future careers. And as Dr. Rasha Sulaiman said, that we have to re-examine our assumptions and what we have been doing, and not to stand in front of the currents, just we have to go with it. And at last, I consider COVID a blessing in disguise, because EdTech is finally having its moment now that working and learning remotely have gone mainstream globally, and hybrid teaching, working, learning is here to stay in higher ed. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your presentation. It was indeed great, very interesting and engaging. And we have quite a few questions. Most probably we won't have time to go through all of them, but I will send you the ones that we don't get the chance to answer to. So a lot of participants, so not just one, but a lot of participants asked if you could mention some of the apps and the platforms, but what kind of software do you use and how you create the clips, first of all?
Okay. Clips, okay, I'll send the clips. It's Beyond. Beyond. Okay, I just sent it the clips. It's beyond the videos, right?
Yes. So they were asking how the software
Yes.
and how did you create the clips?
Yes, it's Beyond. It's very easy. It's a very easy platform. You just log into Beyond and you'll find, you can choose the characters. There is a free trial, and then afterwards you can pay for it and you can share it with your students. Or I sometimes just go and download whatever I did and share it with my students.
Fantastic. And speaking of your students, we have a question from Zaina.
Yes.
How old are the students? So
Okay.
questions about the students. How old are the students?
Yes.
Are they non-native?
Yes.
And how do you choose the topics?
Okay, the students are from 18 years old and older, and I know this is very challenging for adult learners that are, I will not mention an age, but it's sometimes challenging for them. But amazingly and surprisingly, the younger students help them and they assist each other. And I don't only use this technology in classroom. I do use some traditional practices, because when I have very old students that are not, they don't feel free doing that or feel comfortable doing that, it's very important just to put some traditional and like Dr. Laila Familier was saying in the morning, I don't want to stick with only one area, one aspect or one tool. I just use this and that and they can choose from it. And it's very useful. And these tools are very useful also with the students that are shy. They don't want to speak in public. So it's very nice that they can speak and put their audio on the video, and that's that. And that it's very, very encouraging for them.
Fantastic. And one last question. Because we have 1 minute. Were students able to catch the errors of dual and plural and the ones of placing the dots under the ya where they shouldn't?
I didn't tackle these aspects. I didn't tackle them, but I guess they will do that. And again, I'll quote Dr. Laila Familier. It's the agency, so we'll try, and it's trials and errors, and then we'll see what's most that fit our students the most, and what doesn't fit them, and we'll see. So please tell me if you tried it. Please tell me, what did you find?
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was great indeed, and like a wonderful way to teach grammar in a very engaging and fun way. So thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.